time.
Hey, Cheryl. Hey, T. What up, Mr. Polynesian Pride? Y'all, I had a long night, and my daughters had an even longer night because they had too much candy. So they are receiving the backlash of that. Now, that happened to Dorian a few years back, and he ain't dogged out candy since. So why not? Anywho, y'all, we had to talk. And these are for people who are PayPals and people who aren't PayPals. I wanted to discuss the obsession with Peyton Charles. Now, I get it. She's amazing. You go watch her content. It's refreshing. She puts a new spin on YouTube. And she do her thing. You can tell she really puts creativity in how she puts her vlogs. And not a lot of content creators do that. Hell, I don't. That's probably why I know don't nobody watch my shit. And that's cool. But I want to discuss the backlash that she's receiving uh for her life. I don't know how that works. I don't know how a nigga mad at you for some shit you doing, but we gonna talk about it. I don't know if anybody caught the live last week. Was it last week? You got a whole bunch of Halloween candy. Got some king size bars. I know that's right, Cheryl. I've been on coffee, so the candy we bought is just sitting here, and the girls don't want no sweets. They're done with sweets, so at least for now. But I've been seeing a lot of rumors going around, and I wanted to look at them for myself. Now, there's like at least 3 or 4 women that are in the comment section that I wanted to talk about that were a little suspect to me. Like whole why is you here type energy, right? And I just wanted to look at it and y'all let me know because I don't even think Peyton's getting harassed and stalked by just one person, right? We already went over the lady, which we're also going to go over again because a lot of y'all didn't believe me. So since a lot of y'all didn't believe me, this is for the ones who didn't believe me. Um, hold on. Now let's see. That's crazy. So hold on. Pause that. And I want to go over some court documents too, because I've seen a lot of people in the comments talking about Peyton's case that she has. And this is what I want to say, because a lot of people were upset with the video with Peyton, what she said about black doctors, how they don't hire. I mean, that they hire black employees and black employees tend to leak information and black nurses. A lot of people were upset about that. But you got black women now who are actively doxing Peyton. Like they're actively doxing her. That's how I was able to receive the information that I have now, because looking through the comments and going through Lipstick Alley and stuff like that. We go sit here and pretend like black women don't be about that mess. Now, we're not saying all. That's why the ones that know they don't do it don't get offended by it, because they seen it themselves. They witnessed somebody doing that who was a black woman or a black employee who has done that. We seen the Cardi B case. That was a black security guard who was a black employee. But what I didn't like about that situation was everybody tried to make it seem like she was just talking about black nurses and black doctors when she clearly said black employees. You can even go to her TikTok where somebody said something to her about it, and she was like, no, I would love a black doctor because I know I'm aware of the things that happen, but this lady's gentle with me. I vetted her. I made sure everything was cool, but because of this shit. And y'all gonna say, you see what she said about black nurses? I didn't like that, but it's not true. It's not true, right? It's not true. Nothing that don't ever happen. Is that why there's a bunch of lawsuits and people getting fired and stuff like that?
The flip-flopping shit does not end there because people are speculating who the dad is, and someone's like, oh, well, it's him because I seen them at the hospital together, da 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 da. And I'm like, well, where would they get that information from? Because I ain't even.
I seen him at the hospital. So either two ways you could see somebody at the hospital, right? Two ways you could see somebody at the hospital is if you're a patient or you work there. And I'm willing to bet that that was a black nurse. I'm willing to bet that. Change my mind.
There ain't no black people in my hospital. I specifically chose a white doctor for my privacy because I know that a black doctor will have black employees and black nurses tend to leak medical information. But
now, was that a lie? From what I just showed you, was that a lie? And then when I see a lot of these women who's supposed to be in the medical field, in the any type of field and with degrees, and then they talk all this dumb shit and they're really stupid when they talk just because they dislike a person. I'm like, damn, y'all are never going to beat the Kevin Samuel allegations. Y'all just not. Y'all not. You shouldn't hate a person you don't know so much. It's almost like they think this woman is their baby daddy or something. When the funk hits the fan, it smells like chitlin, grits, and ham. Let me see.
Healthcare is speaking out about a viral video that features nurses speaking critically about patients. The video cuts between 4 labor and delivery.
Now, these are black nurses that they talking about. If y'all haven't heard about this, there was about 4 black nurses talking about their icks, talking about what annoys them, what maternity patients do. Now, these are black women, right? These are black women that came on the internet, decided to make a TikTok about what they don't like and what annoys them about what maternity moms complain or request or ask them about what their quote unquote icks are, right? They went on TikTok, they decided that was a good idea to say it. Y'all keep talking about what she said as far as a white doctor, like some of these black nurses out here ain't cutting the fuck up. Now, if she said, and I'm gonna repeat to y'all, the reason why she said black, the demographic of her subscribers are black people. Yes, they are black people. So y'all sitting here talking about how people are getting cared for in the black community from white doctors and white nurses. We got to keep our shit clean if we want to discuss other people's shit. But y'all act like this don't exist in the comments. That's why y'all not serious to me. Y'all got this fake outrage that y'all like to carry with y'all. Y'all love Drake, but the nigga was walking around in blackface. He was saying the N-word with the hard R. Was he not? You know what I'm saying? But y'all love Drake. Y'all got this fake outrage. It just, I just don't care. I just don't care. And those ladies got fired. Can you imagine the black women who had babies at that hospital, who had those nurses to be their nurses, and they looking on the news and seeing that same nurse that they took care of them got fired for some dumb shit or making fun, and it could have been one of the requests they stated. So I say that to say all this. Y'all want to talk about what she said about black nurses? Beat the allegations. Beat the allegations. Hold on, because there's another one. There's another one of a black nurse mocking a child. Mocking a child. Hold on. And it's a black woman. Embarrassing. But y'all will sit here and be like, oh, white nurses do this and white doctors do that. Yeah, let's talk about it. Since y'all got all this fake ass outrage. Y'all gonna stop trying to come for her for telling the truth.
A sick child on social media is now out of a job. Jackson Memorial Hospital confirming to CBS 4 News they have terminated Sierra Samuels. Weeks ago, we told you how she posted pictures of a baby suffering from a medical condition where
she posted pictures of a baby suffering from a medical condition. And y'all mad at what Peyton Charles said? Is that a black woman? Is that a black nurse? Y'all better stop playing with me. Y'all better stop playing with me. That's a black nurse, right? At a black doctor's office? Hello? Exactly. But Peyton Charles needs to be quiet. Talk about black nurses, right? Obi y'all need to quit playing with me. Y'all need to go. This is what she be afraid of. This is the type of stuff she be afraid of. This was unprovoked that this woman is making fun of a child and putting it on social media. But y'all be quick on here to say, but black women, black this, black that. We're not going to pretend like this stuff does not happen. Let me play it for y'all so y'all can get the tea. Hold on.
Details this morning concerning a story you saw first on 4. A neonatal intensive care nurse accused of mocking a sick child on social media is now out of a job. Jackson Memorial Hospital confirming to CBS 4 News they have terminated Sierra Samuels. Weeks ago, we told you how she posted pictures of a baby suffering from a medical condition where the intestines grow outside of the body, along with captions making fun of the child. We blurred the graphic images. She was immediately placed on leave following the posts and has now been terminated.
Okay. Now, what have we learned? Now, it's okay to not agree with these nurses doing that. We get not every black nurse and every black doctor does that. But every time something go down, we know how, we know why. Okay, we're not going to pretend, even with the Cardi B situation. And she just didn't say black nurses. Let's remember, she said black employees. That includes everybody. So everybody trying to flip her words, talking about she said black nurses and black doctors. She said black employees, because niggas sometimes do love to gossip. Exactly. Why would you post someone's child? It's confusing to me too. But then they will get mad in the comment section saying, what happened to that black nurse that was twerking on top of patients? And that's another thing. Shout out to my girl Daphne, aka Celebrity Podcast. She got that woman terminated. She got her, well, the lady owned the business, her mom owned the business. She got on that ass and that lady got arrested. As she should. As she should. Twerking on patients. Twerking on patients who were disabled and couldn't fight for themselves. And y'all want to talk about what Peyton Charles is saying? Like this shit don't happen? If it wasn't for Daphne calling the police and finding where these people are at and them investigating to take that lady's license. Hold on. Let me go to that now that you said that, because they don't believe us. They don't believe me. Hold on. I did a video on it. It's disgusting. And you'll see, and this is what irritates me about a lot of these black women on the internet. They will ignore that, right? But then we'll go after a woman who complains about it. And this is why I say, if you're not a part of that demographic, that's more reason to separate from those type of women. That's the twerk. Come on now. Come on now. Look, they don't want to talk about that though. But what Peyton said was messed up, right? Nope.
Has been arrested for allegedly twerking on her disabled patients. And no, this is not an episode of Nurses Gone Wild. It is real, and it's shaking up more than just her career. Let's dive right in. For Law and Crime, I'm Kennedy Walker. 19-year-old Lucretia Formosa Coyan of Loganville, a city outside of Atlanta, has been arrested on one felony count of exploitation of a disabled person. In a viral video, Coyan, who's dressed in what appears to be medical scrubs, is seen dancing as if she's performing at a club on the head of a shirtless, disabled man all while he sits helplessly in a bathtub. But it does
Now, exactly. But y'all mad at what Peyton Charles said, right? Peyton Charles should never say that. How dare she? Right? Girl. I'm going to play the rest. Hold on.
not stop there. She casually reaches into her pocket, pulls out a pill box, and without a second thought, pops a pill into his mouth. And this was not the only time. In another clip, Koyan is back at it. She's seen straddling and dancing provocatively over a different disabled man who sat in a chair helplessly, proving to those unpleased by her actions that this wasn't just an isolated incident, but an alleged pattern of abuse disguised as a joke. But in a now deleted video she posted on TikTok, Koyan says it isn't what it seems.
All I gotta say for now is angles play a big part, but we're gonna get into that another time.
The 19-year-old then takes a jab at those upset with her online and seemingly defends her actions, claiming the man who she's dancing on in this video can speak.
A lot of people in the comments talking about sexual assault.
Right. No accountability. No accountability. But then y'all get mad at what Peyton Charles is saying, right? What she say? Exactly. It's okay to be selective of what type of doctor. And Peyton has said in her TikTok video, because she didn't take it down and she stand by it. She put on her video, it's really about privacy with her. But shit, I think if she did have it, she should be concerned with a little bit more what all these other nurses is doing. This is all kinds of HIPAA laws broken. All kinds of HIPAA laws broken. And y'all mad? Y'all mad? Hold on. I'm going to show you what they mad at. I'm going to show you what they mad at. I'm going to show you what they mad at. Like that wasn't a HIPAA law that was broken. Just degeneracy. Was that a lie? Let's play it again.
I specifically chose a white doctor for my privacy because
Okay. She said, I specifically chose a white doctor for my privacy. And these 304 mud squirrels went around trying to make it seem like it was something it wasn't. She specifically said for her privacy. But y'all like to twist words and do stuff and all that other stuff. Like we just didn't see a black nurse twerking on a patient, putting it on TikTok, messing up all types of HIPAA laws. And we didn't see other black nurses talk about icks from women who are pregnant in their office and what irritates them about their job. Pregnant women, and we already know what it feel. A lot of us know what it feel like to be pregnant. We are in hell. You hear me? That would break my heart if I went on the internet and I seen some bobblehead ass black nurse that used to take care of me say some shit about me. I would be mad as hell. And I know a lot of those women there, those was black women. I'm sure that hurt their feelings and they were affected by that. But y'all don't care about that though. Y'all want to talk about what she said. White doctor, oh my. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Like girl, please don't do that. That's what I'm saying. Y'all full of shit with that in my comments. Y'all full of shit with that in my comments. That's why she said a white doctor. For her privacy. Meaning there's not going to be a lot of white people in her demographic as far as subscribers. It's about 4 or 5 white subscribers on my page. Shout out to y'all. But most of my demographic is black. Okay. Shit like this is okay for Peyton to deal with because she's on YouTube. That's not okay. That is that she didn't tell not one lie. We posted the proof, and that's just some of them. There's still more people out there. There's still more people in the medical field who's been outed every single day about some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to relax and really just read the room, because there are some black nurses and black doctors who subscribe to this channel, and they know exactly what the hell is going on. They know exactly what the hell is going on. They seen it. I know a black nurse said she had to turn another black nurse in because she was doing too much. And shout out to the ones who actually do their job. But what we not going to do is pretend, because she said, and black nurses tend to leak it out. Let me tell you why she didn't say that about white nurses, since y'all so up in arms about that. Because they're not going to care about Peyton like that. They're not even, 9 times out of 10, they're not even going to know who she is. But yeah, that's what they was upset about. Let me play it again so y'all can see. Like we just didn't find out that was the truth.
People in my hospital, I specifically chose a white doctor for my privacy, because I know that a black doctor will have black employees, and black nurses tend to leak medical information for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's pretty risky. I wouldn't do it. But I know that happens. So I specifically.
So that don't happen? That don't happen? We supposed to pretend like that's a lie? That's what they upset about. All in the comments, just mad, just upset. Why would she say that? Because it's true. And when I go in the comments and respond, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. Even this lady who says she been in the healthcare 30 plus years, I see her in the comments talking about Peyton in a negative light. Now, can you imagine if that was her nurse? Do you see what I'm saying? Let me go back. Let me play it back. Hold on. That's what I be talking about. I'm gonna play it. Let me add it to it. I hate that I always have to do this extra StreamYard, please do better. So right here, it says, I've been in the healthcare field 30 plus years, and her picking another race because she think black nurses or black doctors will be telling her business is crazy. She need to realize they all will be talking about her. You are supposed to get the pick. You are supposed to pick to get the correct care. It's sad how it be your own people that will talk about their own race. And I've seen that same woman in that other woman's comments talking shit about Peyton, discussing her. So what the fuck is she supposed to feel like? Y'all worried about care. So the lady who had the son whose insides were outside of his body, you think she deserved a little privacy or no? Because that was a black nurse that did that. So Peyton is supposed to risk that for your emotional what?
We in a no hyena zone. Anti-hyena zone. It's my